Welcome back everyone. Today we've got another haul video and I've got 5 magnificent watches with me. Now all of these 5 watches cost between $60 and $75. That's it. So this is like the ultra budget collection. I've got 1 Automatic GMT watch, 2 Automatic divers. I've got a very elegant and chic watch here. Very nice indeed. And I've got 1 Tudor homage that is just probably the best I've seen in the sub $100 to $150, but it's worth half of that price. So this is an amazing piece. The lume is absolutely amazing. I'll take you through the watch, well, all of them actually, and well, tell me in the comments what you think about these watches. Now, the links to the listings of all of these pieces will be in the description below the video, so do check them out if you're after some sharp prices. And now, let's dive in and talk about these watches. In no particular order, let's just kick off with this Terami piece. Just as a matter of chance, the Terami TRM0002 is a BB homage, and it is the most expensive piece in this collection. We are looking at a price of $75. The watch is so good, it has become my new everyday watch, so I had to drop my Railmaster homage from Pagani Design. It's available with 3 dial colors, the black, sky blue, and emerald green. We've got the black with us. This is actually my second watch from this micro brand, and for the second time I've fallen in love with the craftsmanship and appeal. The dome sapphire crystal, thoroughly brushed case, polished fixed bezel that it creates exciting reflections on a generally conservative case design. The piece is powered by a Japanese self-winding automatic or the Seiko NH35A. This is a completely stainless steel construction. We get a 3-link bracelet and a stainless steel case. The bracelet here is actually held together by screw pins, not push pins, and it does feature a milled wing. Like a true sport watch, it offers 200 meters of water resistance warranted by a signed screw and crown, as well as a screw down case back. Apart from the premium components, the way this piece was put together is what really stands out. Check out the brand logo. The small square logo is much appreciated. It just doesn't have an obtrusive way of getting there in the way of your gaze. It's unobtrusive, stylish, and simply perfect. I do hope that Cadisen, Steel Dive, and Tandorio are taking notes right about now. With regards to the dimensions, we get a diameter of 39 millimeters, a height of 12.9, a lug-to-lug length of 45.6 millimeters due to inverted end links. We also get a lug width of 20 millimeters, tapering down to 16 at the clasp. And frankly, the lume is staggeringly good. It lasts the night with ease. It's bright, the longevity is just amazing here. And this is just a taster before we do the full and comprehensive review later in the week. So this watch here, $75. And now let's switch into number 2, and we're going to talk about the Tandorio Automatic GMT watch for $65. Powered by the self-winding Seiko NH34, this piece brings so much value in terms of components, I truly don't know where to begin. But let's kick it off. So firstly, it is a fully stainless steel construction. The case and bracelet are fully brushed. We get a slab of sapphire crystal sitting above this GS-inspired Omiwitari dial. Omiwitari is a winter phenomenon observed on Japan's Lake Suwa. As the lake's surface freezes, the fluctuations in temperatures cause the ice to expand and contract, forming these long ridges named Omiwitari, also known as God's footsteps. We get a screw and crown and a screw down case back. The result of that is 200 meters of water resistance. To top it all off, there's a date window that goes hand in hand with the notion of a timepiece for the global traveler. With regards to the dimensions, not bad. So we get a diameter of 39 millimeters, a lug-to-lug length of 53, a height of 12, a lug width of 20 millimeters, tapering down to 18 at the clasp. And this is a hefty watch. The weight is 170 grams before removing any links to fit my 6.5-inch wrist. For the components and the feature set that we get here, quite unbelievable value for $65. Let's go to number 3 and discuss a brand new model for Cadisen, the C8237. Priced at $68, this is a stunner. In fact, one of the best looking Cadisen divers I've seen in 2024. But if looks are a subjective area, the components, the refinement, the bezel action, and the automatic movement are quite objective. Let's start with the dimensions. We get a diameter of 40mm, a lug-to-lug length of 47mm, a height of 12.1, a lug width of 20mm tapering down 18 at the clasp, and a weight of 170 grams. You'll agree the dimensions are impressive. For a mid-sized diameter of 40mm, the lug-to-lug length of 47mm is as nimble as you'd expect on a 38 or 39mm case. So anyone with a wrist circumference of 6 inches and over should be experiencing no overhangs with this piece. There are several dial variations, the black with a ruby red seconds pointer, a navy blue with a bright orange pointer, or the ivory white with the turquoise pointer we have in front of us. The dial is perfectly symmetrical and balanced. The frame date window at 6 o'clock keeps distractions to a minimum. We get 100 meters water resistance with this watch, and it's warranted by a signed screw and crown as well as a screw down case back. The dial is topped with sapphire crystal, and of course the 120 click black ceramic bezel is polished to a stark glossy black. Unlike many older Cadisen bezels, we get a pleasant amount of resistance pull. The weight is consistent throughout the rotation cycle, the clicks are vibrant and clear, and yes, it aligns at 12 perfectly. Also, there is minimal, hardly any backplay. So $68 for the C8237. Now let's take a look at number 4, and this is another Cadisen, the Aquadiver C8232. It was actually released a couple of months earlier in 2024, but it's also relatively new. Priced at $60, it's like the evil twin of the prior mentioned C8237. While that one is a sophisticated and quite reserved diver watch with a cleaner and strict demeanor, this Aquadiver associates with a bad boy image, well, in my eyes. The dimensions are a diameter of 40mm, a lug-to-lug length of 46.5, a height of 12.3, and a lug width of 20mm. It does not taper. The matte black ceramic bezel insert is wide, set into a tall and mean-looking steel unidirectional bezel. Check out those wide rectangular threadings. The grooves are deep and notchy, almost brutal by appearance, yet so convenient for controlled rotation. The rotation is more heavy than light, with consistent resistance throughout the rotation cycle. Minimal backplay and on-the-dot alignment at 12 o'clock put a smile on my dial. The steel case and bracelet are brushed throughout. The bracelet features a one-link design. As a result, the tolerances are high, yet fluidity is slightly hampered. But it should still drape your wrist quite comfortably. Also note the bracelet does not taper at the clasp. The dial is another exciting place to be. All indices bar 12 o'clock are circles, with a larger diameter at 3, 6, and 9 o'clock. But at 6, the circle is actually the date window. The orange highlights add flavor and sportiness. If we take a quick look at the lume here, amazing bright blue, and it's just so rich. Longevity is great, brightness is great. I absolutely love it. So just $60 for this bad boy. And now let's go to number 5. This is quite the little gem of a watch. It pays tribute to a classic Oyster style timepiece. Thorn T002 has once again proven to be a brand with at least as good refinement as Boltony. Well, in my eyes. For $68 we get a chic square stainless steel case. It's a cushion case, a two-tone dial here as well. I opted for the sterile dial on a black calfskin strap. So there are different color variations for the dial as well as different colored straps. With regards to the dimensions, we get a case width of 36mm, a height of 11mm due to the double-domed sapphire crystal. We get a lug-to-lug length of 44.5mm and a lug width of 18mm. This is a chic and elegant piece that can be worn to the office or a night out. The sizing definitely points to a retro, smaller demeanor, and very much a unisex watch. The pros here are a double-dome sapphire crystal, meaning there are no edge distortions. The stainless steel case is polished throughout. The rounded fluted bezel oozes class and expense I just didn't expect at this price point. Also note the oversized ball crown. It's actually the screw-in type. This is not a push-pull crown on this dress watch. It is a screw-in crown. Flip the watch over for another vintage class act in the form of a fluted screw-down case back. The watch is powered by Quartz VD78. I'm actually really looking forward to reviewing this piece in detail. So $68 is the price point here. So there we have it. 5 watches that cost between 60 and 75 bucks. Do I have any favorites? Well, it's the 2 of them. So the Terami, definitely, as well as the Aquadiver bad boy, the C8232. These 2 watches, spectacular. So one is 75, one is 60. Anyways, the links to the listings are in the description below the video, so do check them out if you're after a sharp price. Now, of course, they are affiliate links, meaning that if you do make a qualified purchase, I will be getting some kickback from AliExpress. It doesn't cost you anything, but it helps me get commission, so I can buy more watches and review for you. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.